Good day to everyone. This is Shiva Shankari. In this lecture video session, I'm going to share about control statements. First, what is control structure? A control structure is a set of instructions associated with it, and the control statements controls their execution. The three fundamental control in programming are sequential, selection, and iterative control. Sequential control is an implicit form of control in which the instructions are executed in a order that they are written. Selection control statement execute the instruction selectively based on the condition. Iterative control statements execute the statement repeatedly until the condition is true. Next, what is Boolean expression? A Boolean expression is an expression that is either true or false. It is denoted by only two values, that is true or false. Next one is selection control, or otherwise called as decision making statement. A selection control statement is a control statement providing selective execution of instruction. It has four types of statements. One is if statement, if else statement, nested if statement, and elif statement. First, we will see about if statement. The if statement executes the statement if the condition is true. The syntax of the if statement is if condition. If the condition true, the statement associated with the if condition will be executed. Suppose if the condition false means it won't execute the statement associated with the if statement. Some points you must remember while making the statement. A colon must always be followed by the condition. The statement must be indented at least one space right of the if statement. In case there is more than one statement after if condition, then each statement must be indented using the same number of spaces to avoid indentation error. The statement within the if block are executed if the Boolean expression value is true. The flowchart of the if statement is if the condition is true, the control will be transferred to the true block statement. Suppose if the condition is false, the control will be transferred to the rest of the code. Next one is if else statement. The if else statement executes the statement associated with the if condition only when the condition is true, that is called true block. Suppose if the condition is false, the statement associated with the else block will be executed, that is the false block. So it has two values, either true or false. True means true block will be executed, false means false block will be executed. So in the flowchart you can able to see if the condition is true, the true block, the control will be transferred to the true block, that is if block statement. Suppose if the condition is false, the control will be transferred to the else block statement. So example for this if else statement is also available. You can go through that. Next one is nested if statements. An if statement contains another if statement then it is called as nested if statement. That is, more than one if statement you can able to use. That is called nested if statement. For example, the syntax of the nested if statement is if condition 1, then if condition 2. So if the condition is true, then the statement associated with the second expression will be executed. Suppose if the second condition false, means automatically the control transferred to the else statement. Then statement 3. So here you can see the flow chart. If the condition is true, that means the condition 1 is true, the control will be transferred to the condition 2. Again, the condition 2 will be tested. So if the condition 2 is true, then the control transferred to the true block. Suppose if the condition 2 false, means the control will be transferred to the false block. Suppose if the condition 1 is false, the control will be transferred to the statement 3 and the control will be transferred to the rest of the statement. This is called nested if statement. So you can able to use more than one if statement in a program. Next one is elif statement. That is, if elif statement, else statement. Boolean expression are checked from top to bottom. When the condition is true, the statement associated with it is executed and the rest of the condition statements are skipped. If one of the conditions are found true, if none of the conditions are found true, then the last else statement is executed. Suppose if all other conditions are false, then the final else statement is not present, then no action takes place. For example, the syntax of the elif statement is if text expression. If the condition is true, then the body of the program will be executed. Otherwise, it goes to the next step. Then it will check the next condition. If the condition is true, the statement associated with the elif statement will be executed. Again, elif test expression 3, if the condition of the test expression is 3 is true, then the statement associated will be executed. Suppose if all the expressions are false, the control will be transferred to the else statement. This is the flow chart of the elif statement. Text expression of if the condition is true, the body of the program, that is the if statement, the statement associated with the if statement will be executed. Suppose if the condition is false, then it will check the next condition. If the condition is true, the statement associated with the elif statement will be executed. Suppose the text expression 2 is false, automatically the control will be transferred to the else statement. Next one is conditional expression. Conditional expression syntax. Expression 1, if condition, else expression 2. For example, here you can see number 1 equal to 8 and then number 2 equal to 9. Print number 1 if number 1 is less than number 2, else print number 2. That is, if number 1 is less than number 2 means the number 1 number will be printed. Suppose if the number 1 is not less than number 2 means automatically it will print the number 2. Next one is iteration statement. Iteration statements are otherwise called as looping statement. In looping statement, the set of statements will be executed repeatedly until the condition is true. Types of iterative statements: one is while loop, another one is for loop. First, we will see about while statement. It is an iterative statement. While statement is otherwise called as entry control loop because when the condition is true, the statement associated with the while statement will be executed. Suppose if the condition is false, it won't execute the statement associated with it. That's why we can call it as entry control loop. The syntax of the while statement is while condition colon and then the statement associated with the while statement you have to write. So here also you have to give the indentation at least one space, then only it is considered as the while block statement. Next one is flowchart. Here you can see the flowchart. If the condition is true, the control will be transferred to the block of statements. Suppose if the condition is false, it will exit from the loop. Next one is Python looping techniques. An infinite loop is an iterative control structure that never terminates or eventually terminate with a system error. For example, while true number equal to int of input enter an integer, print the double of number is 2 into number. Next one is definite versus indefinite loops. A definite loop is a program in which the number of times the loop will be iterated can be determined before the loop is executed. An indefinite loop is a program in which the number of items the loop will be iterated is not known. That is, the number of times the loop is going to execute is not known before the loop is executed. That is called indefinite loop. Next one is for loop. A for statement is an iterative statement that iterates once for each element in a specified sequence of element. Used to construct definite loops, the syntax of for loop is for variable in sequence, and you have to specify the statements associated with the for statement. Here also you have to give at least one indentation so that it will be considered as the for loop statement. So here you can see the flowchart of for statement. For each item in sequence, the condition will be checked. If the condition is true, the statement will be executed. If the condition is false, if the condition is true, the control will be transferred to the for statement again. So it will repeatedly check the condition and execute the statements until the condition is true. Suppose if the condition is false, automatically it will exit from the loop. Next one is list. A list is an ordered sequence of items. Values in list are called items or elements. So it can be enclosed with a square bracket. Items in the list can be of different data types. It is similar to array. A list in Python is a mutable. That is, you can able to alter the value in the list. All lists have index value. It starts from 0 and ends with n minus 1. That means where n is the number of elements in the list. An empty list is denoted by an empty pair of square brackets. For example, it equal to 10, minus 20, 15.5, ABC within single quotes, XYZ in double quotes. So, in this list, different types of data types are available. Next one is negative index. You can also able to specify the index value as negative. Here is an example: minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. For each negative value index, that is, the value has to be from the right to left for negative index. The value will be stored from the right side to left section. Next one is append. If you want to append value to the list, you can use the following syntax. That is, variable dot append of element. That is, you have to specify the list variable dot append of element, that is 60. Means I am going to append the value 60 in the particular list data type. Update and then remove. So update is used to change the element in the list. Example, so variable name of 2 equal to 25. Remove is used to delete the element from the list. That is, del first of 3. That means I want to delete the value in the position 3 from the variable list first. Next one is slicing. So to create a sub list, you can use the slicing. For example, first of 1 is to 3. That means from 1 to 3, what are all the values will be available, that will be showed. Second and third position value. First 1 is to 4 means second, third, fourth value will be displayed. First colon 4 means from first to fourth position the value will be displayed. First 2 colon means from the second position, that means after the second position, that is from the index value 2 it starts to display the value, right? Then next one is built-in function. There are a lot of built-in functions are available. So first one is list name dot count of element. Second one is list name dot index of element. Third one is list name dot index element comma start. So it doesn't return value, but you can able to change the list, right? Then list name dot reverse, then list name dot sort. So these are all the functions you can able to use with the list. Next one is copying and assigning the list. For example, my list name is first one equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. That is, I am assigning the value to the variable first. In the second step, for 1 st2 equal to 1 st1. That means I am assigning the value of 1 st1 to 1 st2. If I am using the print statement, 1 st2 means the value 1, 2, 3, 4 will be displayed. You can able to use the nested list too. First equal to 1, 2, 3, it is one set. Another one set is 4, 5, 6. Another one set is 7, 8, 9. So all the three sets are enclosed in another squared bracket. Next one is tuple. A tuple is an immutable linear data structure denoted by parentheses. So tuples cannot be altered. So if you want to avoid any data loss, you can able to go for tuple. Here tup equal to empty data set. Next one is tup1 equal to apple, banana, and then 1997, 2020. I assigned these values to the tup1. Then tup2 equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then tup3 equal to A, B, C, D. The basic operation involved in this: A equal to 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, 10, 80. B equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here length. So to find out the length of the tuple, you can go for this. Len of A means, so it will count and return the number of values, that is the length of the particular list. Next one is concatenation. It is used to combine the values, that is A plus B means the set A and the set B will be combined and it is displayed. Next one is repetition A of 2. That means repetition A asterisk 2. That means the value of set A will be repeated. It will be displayed twice as the list. Next one is membership 20 in A. So it will check whether the number 20 is in A. If it is, means it will display as true. Then maximum and then minimum function. So maximum of B means it will display the maximum value in the list B. Minimum of A means it will show the minimum value that is within the list A. Next one is index. A dot index of 40. It will return the position of the particular value 40. So here 0, 1, 2, 3. So 40 is in the position 3. So it is displayed as 3. Count A of count of 20. So it will count how many times the 20 is in the list. So it contains 2 times, so it will be displayed as 2. Conversion to tuple. How to convert list to tuple by using the tuple function. Here is an example. First equal to empty list for I in range of 5. So I use the element ELE, that is the variable equal to int of input, right? So first dot append dot I, print first. That means it gets the value and it will add into the list. Then in the second statement, tup equal to tuple of first, print tup. So the value of first will be assigned to the tup. So next one is dictionary. So dictionary is used to map keys to values. That is, the dictionary is either created by using the curly braces. Dictionaries are accessed via keys, not via their position, right? The values of the dictionary can be any Python data type. So dictionaries are unordered key value pairs. The association of a key and a value is called a key value pair. How to create a dictionary means, for example, food equal to ham, yes, egg, yes, rate 450. So you can create a dictionary with the key value pairs. So it must be with the curly braces, and their entire entries can be accessed in two ways. First one is with brackets, another one is with get. So here is an example for this particular program. First one is with the bracket you can able to access the dictionary. Another one is using the get statement you can get the values from the dictionary. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video.